Welcome to Comedy Unleashed. This is London's free-thinking comedy club. That does not mean that we are here to be offensive. It just means that we are here to laugh at comedy, understanding that none of this is meant specifically to be about you, you fucker. It's not about you! Isn't it? Oh, that's very disappointing. I'm so sorry, madam.
The cause of the virus has finally been confirmed as 5G, so please avoid all devices with 5G capabilities. Equally, 4G causes diabetes, 3G causes IBS, Wi-Fi makes you hungry, HDMI cables cause homesickness, USB ports suck out your thoughts, AirPods give you oily skin, webcams steal your soul, Bluetooth connects to you, and security is bad.
Instead of going to a disco, why not be a disco? Get a wire coat hanger and a disco ball, put it on your heads, and...
Shadow. You're in it. I'm gonna go over here. I'm from France, actually. Hello, I am from France, actually. And I'm a duck. I am a duck.
My name is Gavin the Stabber, and welcome to another edition of Bedtime Fairy Tales for Young Offenders, written by young offenders. On tonight's episode, I will be reading to you from my latest collection of short stories. It features much-loved classics such as Gavin the Stabber is the best, Anyone who fucks with Gavin the Stabber is a prick, and Gavin the Stabber goes out to do some stabbing.
Now there's one thing in life I can't stand. That's your fucking grass. Fucking problem in this line of work. That's why I'm here. At the British Lawnmower Museum to discover how they get rid of this particular problem. UK style.
Edwin Budding invented the lawnmower in 1830. Everyone thought he was a crackpot and a lunatic for inventing this strange contraption.
I'm here with Brian. Nice to meet you. Thank you very much for having us.
Okay.
I understand there is a huge grass problem here in the UK.
Well, there's plenty of grass, that's for sure, because it's a back-baking job, and they had to work very unsociable hours. The best time to cut with a scythe is when the grass is slightly moist. Very early in the morning, very late at night.
I never realized it's unsociable hours. I myself work unsociable hours when I'm making my collections, paying a visit to you-know-who.
I understand.
Okay, so it's late at night, you're creeping and crawling, the dew is settled. That, in your opinion, is the ideal time to remove a fucking grass.
That would be not a bad time. And they work in gangs of 8 men, followed by women and children every 2 or 3 days.
So we got gangs of grass cutters.
Gangs of grass cutters.
That's ideal. Place is truly incredible. They thought of everything. We got fucking chainsaws here. Number 1, number 2. You can put this to a grass's face and get them talking. Get them to admit they're fucking grass. Can jump off their fucking arms, their fucking legs, their pricks.
So we've got some machine from Brian May from the rock band Queen.
Oh, nice.
And he rang up one day and said, "It's Brian May here from Queen. Would you like my old lawnmower?" So we said, "Thank you very much."
Virgo, this week you'll get a full refund for Ryanair. I'm joking. That's probably about as likely as someone running a marathon and never mentioning it once.
If you must.
Corona. Quarantine. Color. Clothing. Corona. What? Banana. Grams?
Hello, I'm Brian Shithouse, SAS Wanker. I've done 19 tours of Afghanistan. I've killed 87 people. I've been blown up 4 times. I've eaten 7 children. I've had bomb sex with 1 camel. And I've had enough of this stupid fucking lockdown. Those of you still messing around doing this self-isolating social distancing rubbish are an absolute disgrace. You need to get out there, show this virus who's boss, get back to work, stop taking government handouts because you're terrified of a few sodding germs. Stop whinging every time someone comes within 2 meters of you. Stop having a panic attack because you've run out of hand sanitizer. Stop shuffling through Asda in a surgical face mask, rolling your eyes at people because they're not following the floor arrows.
Pisces, if you use the words sourdough starter one more time, your wife's going to beat you to death with a claw hammer, and honestly, who can blame her?
Par exemple, tiens, c'est quoi ça? C'est je sais plus. C'est un McDo, Maud. Un McDo. On y allait avant. Mais oui. Tiens, et eux, ils sont où eux? Je sais plus. Regarde là, ils sont où là? Oui, je ne sais plus. Ils sont dans la rue, c'est un groupe de gens dans la rue. C'est ça un groupe? Mais oui. Oh là 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 là. C'est quoi ça? Ben ça c'est une vieille personne, mais oublie, de toute façon t'en verras plus. Bon, allez, un dernier. Tiens, par exemple, eux, ils font quoi? Ça je sais. Ils se serrent la main. Oui, et donc? Ils vont mourir. Bravo! Ben tu vois quand tu veux.
Okay, you're not gonna believe this. Look at this. It's a 20-inch flying ball, right? This is a particularly special device. Not only can you smash a bush's fucking face directly into the cutters, as a free gift, the cherry on top. A shovel to bury the cocksucker with afterwards. Let's just say I got a bit of a problem with an individual. And somehow his arm was to fall on this device. What kind of injuries would someone like that sustain?
Pretty horrific.
Great.
It's very important not to put your hands or feet near the blades.
We wouldn't advocate such a thing, but in a hypothetical situation. My little nephew, Tommy, told me he got a problem with a grass in school. So I'm gonna bring him home this. The fucking mini clip. You're never too young for your first. Removing grass is what I do. I remove the grass wherever possible, so something like that with a lovely sharp blade really appeals to me.
I could just see you being in the garden maintenance industry.
They've thought of everything in this fucking toolkit. Check out this saw. Can help you remove arms and legs of any fucking grass you come across to avoid detection from the fucking authorities.
Okay, so remember, all lawns are made of grass, but all grass are not lawns.
This machine here belonged to the Britain's most famous hangman, Albert Pierrepoint. He personally took out over 400 fucking grasses. Look at this fucking guy. He's 100 years old, still whacking cocksuckers like there's no tomorrow. Oh! So there you have it. Overall, I was incredibly impressed. Back home in Jersey, when we take out a grass, we're always short of disposing of weapons. Over here in the UK, they build a fucking museum.
Wait a minute. That's no halo.
On tonight's episode, I will be reading a brand new story. It's not about anyone in particular, and it is called Kevin Harrison from Borstal, I Am Coming For You. Once upon a time, there was this absolute legend called Gary. Gary was absolutely brilliant at everything, and anyone who says he wasn't is a pure fanny. Right, so this one time Gary was at Borstal, and this absolute wee raj called Kevin Harrison tried to piss on his pillow. Luckily, Kevin Harrison was a total bampot and he missed, but nonetheless, Gary's carpet was absolutely honking a piss for the next week. Also, as a side note, Kevin Harrison looks like one of those plants you make in primary school where you stuff an old pair of your Moz tights with mud and seeds and draw a face on it with googly eyes and you wait for the grass to become its hair. And anyone who says he doesn't look like that is a munter.
Cancer. You will wear a black polo neck to a Zoom meeting. You think you look like Samuel Beckett at a Parisian cafe, but actually you look like an uncircumcised penis.
Big shout out to the Antifas over in the United States, because after the what probably every person on earth who's seen it agrees was murder, Antifa decided that what is a good way to show solidarity with the black community in the United States is for a bunch of upper middle class white kids who live in their parents' basement is to go to working class black communities and blow them up. So great working guys, you fucking really nailing that out there. Just super not getting your targets mixed up at all. Just really good justice out there. So way to go, Antifas.
We need to put this pandemic out of our minds and open everything back up again. We need to see our families. We need to see our mates, hug each other and sneeze and cough in each other's faces if we want to. Yes, that might mean a few extra people get ill and die along the way, but that's collateral damage, innit? People need to toughen up. Life's bloody hard and you better get used to it. Last year I lost a testicle in a game of snooker. Don't ask me how it happened, I don't like to relive it. Suffice it to say, you lose a testicle, you move on. What else can you do? It's the same with this virus. It's going to hang around, it's going to kill you if it's shitting well wants to, and you can't hide from it forever.
Is Becky on the call then? Yeah, no, she's on the call as well, but like she's taking coke with me. She just wants to dance. Coke, yeah. So she's muted us. But, fair enough. You know, at least she's making a fucking effort on like some Zoe, you fucking little toad. Deep. Rob, you're so deep. Oh my god, guys, just shut up for a sec. Can I tell you something?
What do you want to say?
Oh my god, I said shut up. Don't make me mute you. I said go on. Sake. Yeah, basically, I've been furloughing my dealer. How nice of me is that? Well, it is hard for small businesses. Yeah, but the pandemic's been hard for me too, you know. Is it? How? Well, I haven't had sex in 5 months. What? There were cases in November, actually, Zoe, you fucking little know-it-all. Oh, fucking hell. So rude. Seriously. I've been having sex. Clara, are you being serious? Yes. Clara, that is so wrong of you. How is it that bad? How do you not feel morally fucking compromised by what you're doing? There are people dying in the world. Yeah, but what's that got to do with me? To be honest, I'm surprised that you're having sex, actually, because you've told me that you've gained so much fucking weight in quarantine and you look disgusting. I've been going for walks, actually. What? With Zoe. You two have been going on fucking walks together. Yeah, without you. That's not social distancing. I don't care if you've been keeping to me. It's just fucking selfish. Calm down.
Gary had this brilliant plan to totally destroy Kevin Harrison, but Gary was released from Borstal and they would not let him back in, even though he said he left his best pants under his bed, which actually is true. So Gary decided to wait outside the Borstal gates every day until Kevin Harrison is also released. When that day comes, Gary will rip Kevin's balls off and make him eat a big shite.
Capricorn. You will have an intense sex dream about being pegged by Sarah Vine while Michael Gove does the cryptic crossword. You will be tempted to share this dream with other people. Please don't.
I have been single and celibate for 18 long months, and now I'm finally ready to get out there and meet someone. I do nothing. I just stay at home, and that makes me a hero. A pandemic. I used to be a bit of a snob about online dating, but now have changed my mind. We could start by Skyping from the kitchen, and then we could move to the living room, and then the bedroom, but not till the third date. My husband didn't like my boyfriend. I'm single, and I'm ready to meet on Skype, and I hope to hear from you. Thank you.
Let me tell you, there were times in the blazing heat of the desert sun I found myself in hostile territory under enemy fire. Do you think I buried myself in the sand and waited for them to go away? Well, yes, I did do that, so it's a bad analogy. But listen, we're at war with this virus, and you can't win a war if you don't want to fight. Head up, chest out, best foot forward. Grow a pair of balls. Christ knows I wish I could.
Some things speak for themselves. Corona. 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 Mosque.
Sagittarius, after 7 long weeks in lockdown, you will look into the mirror and realise you have a beach body. If that beach is Skegness and the year is 1939.
You look so beautiful. I'm missing you so much. Why don't you come over?
You know I can't, you know I can't, you know I can't.
Stop talking.
Can't come over.
Just call an Uber.
You know the rules, you know the rules, you know the rules.
I'm lying here alone, dreaming about you.
Social distancing rules.
I just want to be with you, right now.
As well you know, this is a lockdown. Not allowed to go outside. COVID-19.
Darling, all that matters is that we're together. Nothing else is important.
We're supposed to be in quarantine.
I know, but come on.
Self-isolation, wearing masks, using hand sanitizer. You've seen the news, you should be a bit wiser. 2 meters distance might seem a bit much, but what it means is that we cannot touch.
Listen to me.
Corona, corona, corona.
It's not as bad as they're saying.
Corona, corona.
I swear to you, I've read so much about it.
Corona, corona.
The media have exaggerated the whole thing.
Corona, 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 coronavirus.
We're under 70. We're fit. We're healthy. Look at the evidence.
You know I can't, you know I can't, you know I can't.
Stop trying to resist our destiny.
Can't come over.
We have to be together, no matter what some government says.
You never change, you never change.
So our entire relationship's going to be over WhatsApp.
Never change.
I want to lie with you. Our bodies close.
You know the risks, you know the dangers. Don't say that I'm being mean. COVID-19.
There's a far greater risk here, and that's us not being together.
We are not supposed to leave the house.
Tell them you're getting exercise or providing care for my heart.
And only then where it is necessary. It won't go on, it will be temporary. We can't break the law, try to be a bit smart. We can't risk infection, my life would fall apart.
Come on, do it.
Corona, corona, corona.
They've overstated the dangers.
Corona, corona, corona.
It's to cover their backsides.
Corona, corona, corona.
If we were going to get it, we'd have had it by now.
Corona, 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 coronavirus. Corona, corona, corona.
You can't just come over.
Corona, corona, corona.
You know I want to.
Corona, corona, corona.
Okay, let me think about it.
Corona, 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 coronavirus.
Your Uber will be arriving in 2 minutes.